Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another spooky, spectacular episode of AGP. As always, I am your host, Amanda, and to get you in the mood for today's topic, all I have to say is, I say into pie, uppa maybe, up and die, in kamakori, hey, ha, say hi. And to say hi is my cohort.
Hi.
If y'all
Multiple
didn't see the posts, and you can't see the background, and you haven't heard me constantly talk about it, this is your one warning. Your only warning. We are talking about Hocus Pocus 2. Full spoilers coming in. Get over it. Full spoilers. Spoilers galore. Spoiler, 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 spoiler. You've been warned.
Ship.
Dog.
Dog.
The movie has a black cat, not a black dog.
Oh, she said, I don't care.
No one's done it. No. Do you see how spoiled she's become over these things?
Oh, yeah. She is. She's super spoiled.
Hi.
Look, Mommy.
Hi.
High five.
Hi.
She does high five.
No, don't cancel the podcast. Don't do that. No. No. Twist the bone to bend the back. Make her fur black as black. Just like that. So, Cassie, the original
Yes.
Hocus Pocus, are you a huge fan of that movie?
I'm a huge fan. It is honestly horrible to watch now. I feel like it's so cheesy, but I still love it
I love it.
so much. Yeah.
So, of course, when we heard Hocus Pocus 2 was coming out, we got excited.
Super excited.
So, you know how I feel, but did you like the movie?
I did. I enjoyed it a lot. I thought it had some good flashbacks, some good callbacks, some good, like, updated humor where they would say or do things where it's like, oh, that is ridiculous because they're, 18th century witches that shouldn't know anything about, or 17th century, I don't know, I'm bad about math. Anyway, that shouldn't know anything about whatever they were talking about.
So's the movie. The movie's a little bad at math, too.
Yeah, well.
So here's my breakdown. I liked about 90% of the movie.
Okay.
I think Bette Midler and Katharina Jamie and Sarah Jessica Parker brought it. Just like in the first one, they're the focus. I think everybody in the world could have just watched those three and there could have been no kids whatsoever.
Yeah, it would have been fine. Yeah.
It would have been fine. But I get it. You have to have your kids, whatever. But when they're on the screen, it's just pure fun and magic, and their energy and stuff was great. Now,
Yes.
my joke about the movie can't add comes with the movie has a few different inconsistencies from the first movie that we watch. The first one tells you it's been 300 years, right down to the day. And then this movie goes 370 years later.
Oh.
But the people in this movie were there in 1993.
Right.
And it takes place in 2022. It hasn't been 70 years since 1993 to 2022, right. Last time I did my math. But it's a movie you don't care. Just right. Like, you're told that Winifred got the book from Satan himself, and then in this, you actually see where she gets the book.
Yeah. Mother. Yep. Which we see way too briefly. I feel like she's like, yeah.
Mother. Well, and I always thought it was like, when they go mother, they're talking like their actual mother, not mother right. Witch. So, right. Again, something that slightly changes. But hands down, the three girls in the movie who play the younger version of them.
Yeah. They're brilliant.
These girls are so spot on. Her playing as Winifred is brilliant. But each of them got the quirks of each of the characters, and they were so really good at it. Like, I would love to see a full movie of just the young Winifred sisters. I think that would be cool as hell.
Yeah, you can do a series.
And yes, I'm not playing audio for a reason. But I mean, look at her. She. That is Bette Midler's reactions to a lot of things. It really is, and I absolutely love and adore it for that. I think it was absolutely great. I think those girls did phenomenal of it. Hello, Heath. How's it going?
Hello.
I really digged it. The beginning hooked me line and sinker. I love the fact, by the way, if you haven't seen the movie or if you care about the movie and you want to see the movie and you don't want any spoilers, you need to get the hell out. If you don't mind about spoilers and you're just here to have a good time, continue watching, please. But like watching how when they go into the woods and find out that that's actually a sacred place, and the mother witch starts singing the "Come Little Children" song, who's the one that actually reacts to it? It's Sarah.
Right, Sarah.
Like, and it ends up becoming her stick as she gets older. And watching that Winifred is the one with the powers out of the three sisters.
Yep.
The other two sisters, they're her coven, but they don't have the powers. You find this out. Winifred, that's the reason why Winifred is the center. That's why she's the one that does all the spells. She has all the powers. Right. Sarah gets to use the song, but I kind of feel like maybe Winifred helped her with it, being able to use that, because Mother Witch focuses on Winifred, not the sister. She was going to eat the sister. She didn't care about them.
Well, technically, she was going to eat Winifred, too. Like, she went to pour the potion down her throat. Just saying.
But she focused on the younger sisters, and then she smelt her. And if you notice, she didn't smell the other two. She smelled her. And they're like, they're wise to fear thee. Yeah. But for me, hey, Dad Man, you know it's going to be spoilerific.
Spoilerific.
Are you kidding me?
That's her spot now.
I will lay here till I get what I want.
Yep. That's what you'll learn. Okay.
Seriously, Fizzgig, at this rate, we just need to start your own Twitch channel. You'd probably surpass me in views and followers and subscribers anyway.
She wants my
Yeah, she's picketing the desk until someone redeems a puppy point. Hint, hint, anybody who has 500 channel points. The dog would really appreciate it. What's your favorite scene in the movie? Oh, hold on. I forgot. Hold on. I had to turn them off. Thank you, Dad Man. I had to turn them off, but if you go now, you should be able to get them. I had to turn them off because I did a real podcast the other day. Not that this isn't a real podcast. But whenever I have a guest and I want to focus on the guest, I actually turn off channel points because I don't want the focus to be on me. Thank you, Dad Man, for the puppy treat. Oh no.
She's like, I'm so happy.
What's up? Oh, hi. Thanks, Dad.
Hi, Dad Man. How goes
Favorite
it?
Scene?
I'm torn because I love Mary. I love her personality. She's my spirit animal type of. I just love her. There's a scene where she's getting smacked, and I don't know if you noticed, and I looked this up. So, here, big spoiler if you guys didn't think about this. Look at her mouth. Did you know that her thing was on the wrong side? So last movie it was on like the left side, and then this movie it was on the right or something. So it's switched. But there was a time when Winifred smacked Mary, and you see it move, and you see it go from one side to the other.
Um. Oh, Cassie's dying. Oh no.
Yeah.
It has to be the musical number.
Oh, of course. They picked a great song for it too.
So like I'm watching it and I'm like, all right, so the first movie they did, I Put a Spell on You. What Halloween song are they going to come out with? And they go with Blondie's song one way or another. I'm
Right.
like,
One way.
I
Right.
wasn't ready
But
for
they
that.
change it a little, it'd be like, and I'm gonna find you, I'm gonna bite you. And I'm trying to
I'm
remember
gonna
what some of the other
nip you,
ones they
I'm
were.
gonna jab you. And
Yeah.
then we'll fly on our broomsticks through town searching to see who is around. Like they do switch up and make it their own. And it was so brilliantly done. My only disappointment in it is I want a full blown video.
Yeah.
Like
Like the
I
whole
want
song.
that like because like just like in when they did I Put a Spell on You, and then like you hear all the people talking over the music. They never put out a soundtrack where they didn't have the talking going on over as she's singing the song, and they kind of sort of fix that in this. But it'd be really cool because I love watching the audience in this going into this thriller type dance.
Right. And they're all. Yeah.
And I actually found this really cool person um over on YouTube. Their name is Sometimes, and he was actually able to put together this really cool montage. I'm not going to play anything because, oh my God, as soon as I hit the music, it's copywritten to hell and back. But like you can see, they got all so like they cut this whole thing out. So before they actually move them off the stage, when they do the, you know, in comma Koriyama, hey, and then the audience will say, hey,
Yeah.
they actually go, all right, she goes, now everybody jump to the left, everybody jump to the right, everybody turn around. And this is it with everybody still on the stage. Then it cuts to the part where she tells everybody to get off the stage like this. And then she's like, all right, you all try to keep up. And then they break out into the song. And I love the deadpan look on the band, like, uh-huh,
All right.
as you wish. This was so cool, and I love how they sway with her, and as she moves, they
Yeah.
sway,
They did well.
and it was really well done, and you know, I really enjoyed it. But my favorite part in the whole thing, like you can see here, where like they're showing bits and pieces of it. I think a TikTok shows up here in a second. Yeah, there it is, TikTok.
It's fine.
But I love the fact that this guy was actually able to put the stuff together. But my absolute favorite thing is she tells them to go. There they go off. And this right here, as they fly up behind them, so fucking awesome.
I love right after that where they're sitting there like, you guys are going too slow.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I would love to see more of this because this is like really cool. And I love the
Uh-huh.
fact that this video here, which I'll go ahead and grab the link if you guys want to like watch the whole thing with the music and everything because it's really cool. So there's the link for you guys there in the chat. Like there's that scene. I do like the scene. I like the look of her sitting above them. Like I like
Yeah.
that whole like she's like her thing. But I would have loved to see more of this and them just riding along behind him. I think it would have been cool because like look at all this. They
Yeah.
shot the whole thing like a music video, and it's very thriller-esque. And I'm so sad that it's not in the movie
Yeah, there's a lot there that
because
should have been. Yeah.
that is just so epically awesome. And I would have loved to have been able to see that. But for me, that is like probably one of my favorite scenes.
Well,
And I have rewatched that video and put it on my playlist. Like, that's it for me.
and you didn't mention how she got to the stage. That was a great scene. Like, I loved it where they're like, oh, you must be looking for the stage.
Always.
Always. Like, I loved it. Like, she stopped immediately, like, oh, yeah, stage? This is my
But
calling.
we were talking about little callbacks. Okay. So, like, there's some really cute callbacks in here. Like, if you remember the first one, Winifred got the broom, Sarah
Yep.
got Sarah
The
got
mop,
a mop, and Mary got the vacuum cleaner.
vacuum cleaner. Yep.
So new and approved. Winifred gets the broom. Sarah gets a Swiffer jet wagon.
Right. Wet jet.
And
And it gives off bubbles.
Mary gets the Roombas, and then
But she kills those Roombas, man.
she starts calling them her babies. And for those of you who are like, "Oh, gotta run, have fun with this," we'll do that, man. Thank you so much for stopping by. But dude, I love. Okay, so a lot of people may not know this, but Kathy Nail Jamie actually worked on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So when she goes cowabunga, that's actually a callback to her working with
Oh,
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So I know some people are like, "Oh, that was so corny," and
well, it was,
dude,
but
but
that's the point.
it's an Easter egg. Get over it. This isn't made for adults. This is made for kids and fans of the original movie. And
I
I
wouldn't have
love
known
this.
the cowbunga thing.
I like the little tweaks of changes. Like if you notice in the first movie, Sarah, it was like her chest was always showing mainly. And here they covered up her cleavage and they showed a hell of a lot more leg.
Like all the leg.
All the leg. I like how Winifred's dress actually changes and she has more eyeballs to represent book on her dress. And if you look, her brooch actually even changes from she had two brooches in the first one. Now she has a brooch, but in her colors, the same as Mother Witch.
Oh, okay. No, I didn't notice their outfits as much. I mean, I just know that they were great looking.
It was small little details like that. Oh, and the scene where they're in the Walgreens.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah.
Look,
Like, what does it taste like? Raspberries.
it's the face of a child, a newborn.
Yeah. The whole thing was pretty great.
And the girls are like, "Are you the Sanderson sisters? Can we take your picture? We look ravishing." Yeah, you don't know what a filter is yet, do you? Sorry.
Right.
Mm. It was so much fun, and I really enjoyed it. Um, like I'll be honest, the only downside for me is the whole ending.
Okay.
I didn't like. I like Winifred being evil. It's what I like about her. Yeah, I know she cares about her sisters. I didn't need this to tell me that she cared about her sisters. And I didn't need her to be like, "Oh, go and take care of Salem and be a good little coven. I'm going to go join my sisters." Just like, yo, who threw the Hallmark Christmas ending into my Halloween movie?
We were trying to give her some depth of character.
She had plenty of depth of character.
I felt for her, so she was like, "Oh, alas, my heart is breaking." And I was like, "Oh my God, I feel for you. Oh, Winnie."
I just don't need a Hallmark. But you got to do what you got to do.
She should
Now,
have
I
been a little
know,
more hardcore. A little more hardcore would be it. Yeah.
I mean, it's Winifred Sander.
Sure.
She's like, "You need to get married." No, unless it's him. I'll take him. Can I have him? I can't have him. No. And I love that scene because she's like, "Let me think about it." No. And the boy's like, "Oh, thank God."
Right.
I do think that they didn't need to put in the point of like, because she's so ugly. Dude, we got it. We know the reason why you said no.
Right. Mm-hmm.
You didn't have to when you have to explain the joke, then it becomes not funny. Don't explain the joke to me.
Right. It's just you're just being rude.
You're kind of ruining the joke. Like there were some instances of that. Like I guess they were like, maybe they won't get the joke. No, we got the joke. We got it.
Right.
But I still enjoyed the movie so much.
Oh
Yeah.
my God. We're talking at my work. Oh, nice. I love those. They're so good. I thought
It,
those were the voodoo chips. Never mind. I don't know why I saw the one side and thought they were voodoo chips.
I
Skittles.
figured we're doing a Halloween special. These are the Halloween Skittles. Ooh, there is something really sour in there.
Yeah. Nice.
Like I've eaten sour candy before. I've never like smelt the sour straight up. So what these are called are these are the Shrieker Skittles. With regular Skittles are mixed in some sour ones, and you don't know which is which. So I figure for the fun of it, since we're doing Halloween stuff,
I'm
So
still sunburned from the ring fair.
if I choke, die, and fall off of the camera, you know what happened.
Look at my sunburn and sympathize.
Look at my
Yeah.
sunburn
I
and
said sympathize,
sympathize.
not empathize. You can't empathize because you're a bitch. Yeah. Yeah.
Honey, I don't know why you didn't even think about the moment I saw you. I'm like, why is she wearing sunscreen? And you're like, I'm gonna burn. And I went, no.
Right. Yeah, that was stupid. I know. I was very, very stupid.
I don't care if it's the dead of winter. You
If
should
we're
be
out
wearing
more than an
sunscreen.
hour, I generally need to wear sunblock.
If we're out more than 10 minutes, you need to be wearing some sunscreen.
I felt it though. Like when we were standing in line at like the last hour we were standing in line, I was like, oh my god, I'm a radiator. I feel it coming back off of me. Yeah.
Well, at least we learn next time. We're leaving at like 8:30 in the morning. We're getting there when
Yep.
them doors open.
Yep. Agreed.
No, because if I give you the sour one and you die, I'm gonna get animal cruelty. No. By the way, am I the only one that I have to eat all the same color Skittles? I can't mix the colors. Is that just me? Does anybody else do that? Let me know.
Yeah, no. I'll eat whatever, but it's sugar. As long as I taste the sugar.
Dude, if somebody could give me one of those collars from Up, that'd be great.
She'd be like, Skittle, Skittle.
No. Hey, yeah. Hey, Jessica.
Hello. Ah, my phone's asleep and now it's all tingly. Ah, scheisse.
So this is Fizzy.
Oh.
You haven't met her because I got her after I left Florida. And she's nothing like Shigo. She's the complete polar opposite of Shigo.
She is the opposite of Shigo.
Complete polar opposite.
Look at her looking at you though.
No. She went after the Skittles anyway.
Yeah, we'll get the candy.
Dude, she already eats black olives, salt and vinegar chips. She's horrible.
Yeah,
She's
she likes
such
her
a...
food. She likes her human food.
Would you stop?
Tiponi got her sutures out yesterday. Her staples and her. Yeah, she's a whole different cat now. She's a super weird dog. She's so sweet though. The fizzy fizz. There's the fizzy fizz fizz. She's so cute.
And in case I didn't say, thank you so much for making a Twitch account and coming over here and following me. I miss you and I love you. And I hope that everybody is doing well down in Florida. Jessica and I used to run. You want to talk about running amok? Me and Jessica used to run amok. We used to run amok in Florida together. She was one of my. She is my best friend from Florida.
Yeah.
I found the solid one.
Nice. Don't you dare spit. Don't you dare spit it out. You got this. You are stronger than the candy. What is the ratio, do you think? Like 1 to 5, 1 to 20?
I don't know, but like there was all normal ones, and then I popped in. Ooh.
Yeah, gotcha. It found you. It gonna get you. It'll get you. It'll get you. Look at her like, I want one. I'll take it.
No.
Oh, I have leftover chicken wings. I'm so excited. I'm hungry.
I like chicken wings.
Yeah, come over. I think I have some left over.
It's talking about two. It's talking about two, Audrey.
Oh, yeah. You need something to drink. Wash it out. Yeah, that's what sugar needs, is more sugar. Ugh. Oh, gross. Skittles and energy drink.
And those three were regular. So out of that one itty bitty little pack, there was one super sour one. And I mean, it was super sour.
Well, it would be better, I think, to have a few, not very many.
Mm. But
Ooh.
now the Skittles are just getting stuck to my teeth. But yeah. With this movie, I thought it was absolutely hilarious. I think Mary and her Roombas are cute as all could get out.
It's like, they're coming. They hate dirt.
My babies.
Right. But with and I loved the salt scene when they're in the garage, especially when the mayor comes up and they're just sitting there like serpentine in and out of each other. Like, they were so beautiful. Like, it's like, oh, like, they're just so in sync.
I just like when they come up and they start taking away the salt. I also love the fact of Winifred when they're stuck in there and she starts to walk up to it and she's like, Sarah.
Right, poor
She's
Sarah,
like,
twice.
Just in case, Sarah.
I do love that Sarah got one moment to what's the word I'm looking for? Like, stand up for herself. She did get that when she said, "No, I am not a fool. I am a good and loyal sister, and you will treat me as such."
Yes, I am. Yes,
Okay, yes, Winnie, I love you. Yeah, I mean, it was a split moment, but it was her moment.
She's like, I have powers. I can stand up to her. Never mind.
Right. Just kidding.
That's like, what I was talking to somebody else. They're like, that's when somebody crosses the line in AGP. Yeah, that's exactly it. I'm not that mean, right? I'm not that mean, right?
You're totally not that mean.
Thank you. See?
You are the nicest person in the entire world. Let me get my script out. Hold on. Amanda Gilliam is the best person in the world and treats her employees like I can't read slaves.
Amanda, you spelled slaves wrong.
Right. Like wonderful individuals with thoughts and interpretations of their own.
All right, give me 1 second because this headset's dying. I got to switch it out.
Uh-oh. It's so dramatic. Why are electronics so dramatic? They can die. Now she can't hear what I have to say to you. Sorry.
Check.
Did he change it again?
So we might have actually talked today for the first time in a really long time.
Yeah.
So we were talking in here.
Yeah.
So every time he comes into the StreamYard, for whatever reason, and wants to go to his avatar instead of mine, even though it's my goddamn StreamYard.
It's like, no, we know what you want to see.
So no, I am not Fuel the Hatred. I am still Amanda. I promise you.
Just for today.
Yes. For quite a few days.
What are you doing? What are you doing, Frankenstein kitty? She's so good. She's actually like a whole new cat today since she's got those out. Like, she started running around, and I guess they pulled, which makes sense.
Nice.
So she's a whole new kitty. Nice.
Thank you.
I give it a 7.
Yeah.
You
a little bit more
have
energy
way more.
drink.
You
Well, I
have
mean,
so much more in you.
I was sick yet. Oh, by the way, for those of you who are going, why are you doing your podcast on a Wednesday instead of a Tuesday? I had to cancel yesterday because I was sick, and I was sick all day yesterday, and I was probably sick like till about like 5 this afternoon. So, I mean, am I 100%? No. Does the show still need to go on? Yeah. I just couldn't do it yesterday, so I rescheduled it for today. Luckily, Cassie was cool with that because normally I would just cancel and not redo the show, but I really wanted to
But
get
it's
this.
Hocus Pocus too.
Well, I really want to get this for Halloween. And the thing is when we're doing Halloween events, because I stream on Twitch, they have to wait 24 hours before they can get uploaded to YouTube.
Yeah.
So I want to make sure that I have enough time to get any of the really cool Halloween stuff that we do here on Twitch downloaded, a time for it to process and be available for me to download and put over to YouTube for the few people that still watch over there.
Yeah.
Ugh.
We love you, few people on YouTube.
I love everybody. I love the people who watch my stuff on TikTok. My whole 5 members on our AGP Reddit.
Ooh, I'm so bad about Reddit.
And of course all the amazing people over here. You know.
You don't have an Instagram or anything, right? Like that's the other thing.
Yeah, I'm on Facebook. AGP is on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Reddit, and YouTube and Twitch.
Okay.
Please be everywhere. I do have a Snapchat, but I don't ever use it because I don't understand it.
No, I don't blame you. I don't understand most of the platforms you just listed.
Well, I mean, you know me. I don't do pictures. I don't like pictures. Every time I get a picture taken, I'm like, ugh.
I'm with you. I understand. Like even those pictures of the Ren Fair, I was like, I don't want to share these.
Actually, the Ren Fair picture that I had didn't turn out that bad. Did you get to see it?
Yours didn't, yeah. Well, I was saying the group one where I'm all like, eh.
Oh, you mean the one where I'm like, yeah.
Really? Yeah.
Why did my own Twitch tell me welcome to the chat?
It missed you?
I'm hosting.
It's welcoming you back? I don't know.
I think my Twitch is on. Well, it's not. I do love the fact that you know what? We should dress as them. You could definitely be Mary.
Mary.
Peach is definitely Sarah.
Yeah.
But who should play Winifred?
Well, God, who of all people? Yeah. Who would have the personality or the cojones?
No idea.
The sheer force of will.
I have no idea.
Take out the teeth.
I'd wear the teeth. I don't care.
No, that's what I'm saying about the movie where she was like, take out the teeth.
Lose the teeth.
That's it. Lose the teeth. Whatever. That's out.
Dude, dude, I have so much fun. But I love the little. I like that Mary's hair has a little bit more purple in it. Winifred's hair is a little bit bigger. Have you seen the pictures where she actually has the cloak, like a nice good picture where she has the cloak over her hair?
I don't think so.
Oh, dude, hold on. There might be some. I saw one.
Excuse me. And the trains.
Bam, 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 bam.
Bam, 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 bam.
That looks so epically cool right there.
Yeah.
I really like that. But yeah, see the brooch here? It's definitely the witch mother brooch.
Okay.
And if you go to original Hocus Pocus, she's got the 2 brooches instead.
Gotcha.
It's just those cute little different changes that you see.
Right. Updated. Yeah.
Like now Sarah's outfit more reflects spiders and stuff because she has the spider webbing on her sleeves. And I think she has like spider webbing on her corset here. And then a lot of eyes representing book. I thought that was really cute in how they did that. Let's see. Book.
So I would like to talk about, and I just lost his name, blah, 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 the Great, because I feel like there's a flaw in this play. So he's a kid. He sees the witches flying. He goes to the house. He sees the boys in their cages. He steals book. And he takes over the house and turns it into like an occult store.
His shop, yeah. You're talking about Gilbert
Gilbert the Great. So why? And then I love, by the way, the virginity thing where it's like, what's a virgin? He said it's someone who's never lit a candle. Like, because they totally made fun. Like that was a big thing with the first one. People were like, oh my god, my kids ask me about virgins now.
First one is obsessed with it.
Right. Like, and it really brought it up for a lot of
If you
people.
really think about it, this is way more kid friendly than the first one where they're talking about Max likes your yabos. He says they're nice yabos. This is a kids movie?
Yeah. Anyway, why, if you were so bent, this is your life's mission, you're going to bring back these witches, why would you not stay a virgin until you could light the candle yourself? Why would you risk that? Like, I just feel like it's a big flaw in his plan. That's all. I would think if that was what I was set on, like I'm making this candle, I'm using this witchcraft, I want to bring back the sisters, I'm going to bring them back. Like, I think abstaining from sex would be one of the few things that you could. I don't know. That's just me.
Maybe
Gilbert.
He wanted to be well prepared because he was going to be all of their dudes. I don't know.
Gilbert.
How the hell was he the one kid who didn't get serenaded by Sarah's song?
Right. That's true too.
But I mean, like with most things, there's going to be inconsistencies. Don't care. As soon as I saw him and he pulled out that candle, I'm like, he's doing this on purpose.
Yeah.
You MFer. I don't think so. How rude.
Rude. Tricking people with lighting candles. Magical.
He had the book. We also, the moment he showed us the book, we're like, that's book. He has the book. Holy crap. And he knows.
Fair, he had a bunch of replicas of book too. So I mean, like,
yeah, but
the replicas.
It's like he knows. He honestly knows. I was like, yeah, he's not the good guy in this. Definitely.
You think he's your friend.
But you gotta love it. Soon as Sarah sees him, a boy.
All right.
Woman.
All right.
Your libido. Like, chill.
Boys.
A boy. It's like the first one. Boy, boy, boy. It's my height. It's a boy. Let me play with it. No. No. Right. No.
I want to play with him.
Sarah, no. Bad Sarah. Go to your corner. We don't want to get canceled. It was weird though to see the original Hocus Pocus movie playing in this movie.
Oh, a couple times when they did the flashbacks and stuff.
Well, when they go flying to go find the mayor, and Winifred goes past, and then there's that cute couple on the couch.
Oh, I see what you meant. Yeah, and they were like, in the devil when they're going into the devil's house or whatever.
Penny Marshall and her brother, I can't remember her brother's name, play those two characters, and then it cuts to this scene, and there's two people cosplaying the characters from the first movie, but
Yeah.
I'm confused because they said that the first movie actually happened. So now is the movie like the retelling of what happened?
Right. Like if they're watching a History Channel.
I'm thinking too much on this and it hurts. I just want to watch the
Come on, Disney. We're not supposed to think.
I just want to watch the Sanderson sisters run amok and destroy Salem. Is that so much to ask for?
Disney's just supposed to make us feel.
I'm just like, but I do. It is sad, and I'm glad that they're, like I said, if you go to that link that I posted earlier, I'm really glad that there's like somebody out there that actually has like that whole Thriller type dancing in there, because like that was really cool.
Yeah.
Like I was just like, and I just,
if I want to learn the dance.
If I could get a really cool, I'm looking for it, but I haven't found a nice clear picture of it yet. But if I can find like this really cool wallpaper of all the villagers, all the townsfolk, she says villagers, of course, do it kind of like in one of the poses of the dance scene with the three of them over on their broomsticks.
Yeah.
I would
Make a whole
love that as
mural.
a wallpaper. I would love
Yeah.
that as a wallpaper for my PC. That would be epically awesome.
Yeah.
Very awesome. Let's see. We talked about that. That. How did you feel about the fact that you're now a
It's getting
cat?
hot.
Uh,
It's
how
hot.
did you feel about the fact that one of the girls ended up becoming a witch?
I thought it was convenient. It was like, oh, of course. No, naturally.
You know, I was like,
It was a decision of convenience. It made it easier to have them fight the bad witches.
yeah. Like I said, no offense to the girls who played the characters. I feel like the kids in the movie were the
Excuse me.
weak part of the movie.
Yeah,
You
they're
know,
almost unsure of. It was weird. Is it raining? It might be raining.
I don't know. Like the one friend who's disconnected from them until like almost the end of the movie. Like you play no importance in this movie.
Right. But her name
You
is
could.
Cassie, so she's awesome.
I do like the fact that her name is Cassie, but I know a better Cassie.
She
I'm
is
just,
not worthy. She's not
I'm
worthy
just,
to be Cassie.
I'm just saying, if you took her out of the movie,
You wouldn't miss anything.
you really don't miss anything.
I loved the mayor. Like I loved her father. I love the fact that it was a task or trask or I forget now.
Yeah. I do like. I do like the fact that when Winifred sees, I love Sarah. He's still alive. No, it's his descendant.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Cool, let's get him."
Yeah.
And he's nothing like the idiot that
Yeah.
his
Ancestor.
ancestor was, which I really I kind of dig that, because a lot of times you watch these things and they try to act like they're not like their ancestors, and then ooh, big twist, they're just like their ancestors.
Like no, he is actually apparently a very kind, very
He's a moron.
liked.
I'm sorry. He's a. Why are you mayor? Because I like candy apples. Like, I see that as his platform.
Yeah. Love the candy apples.
I'm just like, this guy's mayor? And their town hasn't burned to the ground yet? How?
Well, just shows how unimportant mayors really are in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah. Well, it's like the boyfriend. Completely pointless. I'm not making fun of everybody. I'm just pointing out their mistake. What's wrong with them? Okay.
Yeah.
Who ordered the PSA in the middle of the movie?
Right. I
This
mean,
is.
bullying is important though, so I guess making sure people recognize it is always
I
important.
I know, but cool. If anything, you really want to do that PSA, especially with the ending that you did. Winifred bullies her sisters.
Right, like horribly. Sure.
Do it there. Do it there. You're gonna throw in a PSA, and you're seeing Winifred go from "I will destroy all of Salem" to "Protect Salem. I need to be with my sisters."
Right. You are not the same person.
No, Winifred would have had her do the. Winifred would have had the book give. She would have found a way to get book back to her, find a spell that works, and then make sure that she had a backup plan to come back for a third movie. Even though people are already saying, "Oh, well, look, there's another black flamed candle." Yeah, okay, look, I get it, and I know people want more. I want more, but I really don't need a Hocus Pocus 3 after that ending,
Yeah.
because it's for first off, it's supposed to be a forever ever. And since Book found the spell instead of Winifred working with Book to try to make it the best play, which God, I'm so sorry. I got so angry when Becca's like, "You have a choice. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Book. Book! Bitch, you don't have the right to say that. You have not earned the right to go Book.
You're funny.
What? She's no Winifred.
No.
I mean, you're talking about the fact that Winifred. What really gets me is she made her promise never to do the spell, which straight off the bat tells you that that's what's going to be the plot of this entire thing,
Right.
right at the beginning of the movie. But, like, I already kind of knew before she did the spell and before they read the thing, like, it, like the way that Mother Witch was talking and things like that. Like, Winifred should have known what all that meant. Like, she should have already, by the time she was at 370 years later, she should have already have known that warning.
Yeah.
And if anything, if Book was going to do anything, I don't know why Book didn't, because I don't know. That was like one of the few things that did kind of torque me a little bit, is Winifred and Book had like this connection, like they're in a relationship.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you want to talk about her greatest love? It was Book. She already lost that.
Well, and that's
Raising
actually
her
what I
sister.
thought. That was the first thing I thought when it was like, you're going to lose your greatest love. I was like, oh, well, Book's gone. I totally thought that the first time when Becca actually read it.
So did I. I mean, I always knew that she cared about her sisters and she cares about her coven, but she is the main. She is the main of the three. She's the leader, and because she's always had to be there to protect her sisters. She's a lot harder and coarser to her sisters than she probably normally would have been, especially after 370 years of trying to keep those two in check. Holy shit! I mean, she didn't zap them herself sometimes. I don't think I could have put up with Sarah for 370 years. Come on. What happened to Sarah? Don't know.
Man, she's just not here anymore.
She found a boy and she ran away.
Right.
But yeah, my first thought was to Book. And I'm like, well, there goes Book. So, no.
Right?
Because like in the first one, her and Book just had this symbiotic relationship. And the moment she came back, Book's all like, "You can see my mommy." Like, he was so happy to see her. So I don't know why they had to. I don't know why they had to go. Okay, so I don't know. For me, it was like some of the stuff was just a little too. Let's write it simply and too conveniently.
Right.
Like, let's have Winifred now not trust Book and Book end up not trusting Winifred. Let's have one of the heroes be a witch and it's her 16th birthday.
Right.
And I'm just like,
it was just lazy writing.
some of that was some lazy writing.
It was convenient.
But in the end, is this a fun movie to watch? Yes. Do I think it's better than the first one? No.
I think it's easier to watch this day and age just because of the general age of it, the graphics, the jokes, the everything. Like, it's just really hard to watch the first one after. It's like,
let's do this. If you grew up on the first one and you enjoy the first one, is this better than
but
the
it's so
first
hard
one?
to watch after a time.
I don't find it to be.
It's like the Goonies to me. It's just like, oh, it's just so. I can't watch them as an adult.
See, so for you, this one's better than the first. For me, the first is better than this one. But you don't like. I can watch a lot of the classic movies: Labyrinth, Dark Crystal, Goonies, E.T., Hocus Pocus. Those 80s, 90s movies.
Yeah, and I've moved on to newer stuff.
Yeah, but that keeps me younger, so I'm gonna go back there.
That's the secret.
Yeah.
Not children, guys. You don't have to eat children. You just watch old movies.
First off, the witches are doing it wrong anyway. You don't eat children. You bathe in their blood.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, they're already doing it wrong. I mean, I absolutely love and adore the first one. Um, but but like I said, there are moments in this that I absolutely adore. I love for me, every time these three ladies right here are on the screen,
It's gold.
this movie is great. I thought it was just so much fun. That opening scene with the younger versions of them, and then I'm like, okay, and then it cuts into modern day with that Sam Skellington song or whatever it was, and I'm like, eh. And I'm like, oh, they're going to Skellington High. That's cute. Uh huh. Uh huh. Uh huh. Oh look, we have a best friend that's disconnected. Uh huh. Uh huh. Oh cool, we're at the magic shop. Oh look, it's a black cat. Oh crap, it doesn't talk.
But it did seem quite mischievous. I love that he's like, don't kill him.
Yeah. Um. What was it? Oh. Jessica. Okay, so she said cowbunga, and I was like, how's she know? That's actually more of a nod to the fact that she I think it's Nickelodeon has Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, a cartoon, and she actually plays a character in that. So that it was more of the fact that she said cowabunga was more for the fact that it was a nod to something else that she's done. Kind of like how when in the first Hocus Pocus, Bette Midler comes up onto the stage, she goes, "Hello, Salem. My name's Winifred. What's yours?" That's actually a callback to another character that she played from the movie Gypsy.
I loved Gypsy.
Oh my
I'm
god.
Gypsy Rose. What's yours?
Yeah, and that's the callback to that. So yeah, that's what the whole Cowabunga thing was, is because I think she played Mayor Mira in Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and I think that was a Nickelodeon production. If I'm remembering right, I don't think I've seen Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles yet.
We have not discussed something else where I feel like there's a hole and I need to know. So Billy,
Yes,
we haven't talked about Billy. So they brought back Billy.
Billy Boy again.
Yeah, poor
No,
Billy.
I'm a good zombie.
I'm a great zombie. But they are, the big thing is like he wasn't Winifred's boyfriend ever, or he never went out with Winnie. All the stuff. They just shared one kiss, and now they talked about the kiss in the back time when they were kids. And of course, Sarah is like child, like she's like 6. She looks like, and then Billy looks like he's Winnie's age, which I was 16, of course. Anyway, so what point did Sarah and Billy do their thing? Because apparently, right after that, they burnt down the village and got rid they left. So
They never left the village.
they did burn it down.
They burnt down his house. So, from my understanding, they burnt down that house. And nobody knew that they're the ones who burnt down the house, because remember, he kept going, the spider did it.
Right, it was a spider.
It was the spider's fault. See, I told you spiders were evil, by the way.
Yeah.
So,
Actually, they're juicy and delicious, just as Sarah. Spider.
So, because if they burnt down the whole town, then their cottage would have burnt down as well. And that's still the same cottage. They only burnt down his house, and they blamed it on the spider, so they continued to grow. But yes, Sarah's like a little mini moy, and Billy's like already like marriage age, which I mean, I guess I'm guessing she's between 10 to 12 there.
Maybe. She could be just a small one. She's too tiny.
And yeah, but I mean, back in those days, didn't they marry girls off at like 14 to like 42-year-olds?
It could be like 10, as young as 10, 11, 12. Yeah, it's
So
crazy.
I'm pretty sure she probably hit puberty at 12, and Billy went, you're hotter than your sister.
Billy.
That's actually a very interesting question. Do you think they're going to be making a series since they passed off the book? I don't know. And I
I hope.
don't know how well it would do because a lot of people like you, Jess, and me, and there's a lot of other people who, again, no offense to the actors who played the kids, but nobody really gave a shit about them. The whole focus of Hocus Pocus is these three. I think if they're gonna do a series on them, they need to bring in the three girls that played the younger Sanderson sisters and do a series of them growing up. Because in all honesty, people only care about these three characters.
Yeah.
Even in the first one, where you're supposed to be rooting for the kids, a lot of people are like, "Can the witches win?"
All right. Really like them. Yeah.
Kind of like how they're, yeah, kinda.
They just kept going with Home Alone. It was terrible.
Oh my god! And they're doing it with the Santa Claus movies too. Now that they have a new Santa
Oh,
Claus,
yeah. Yeah.
it's like, dude, Disney, things people don't need. We don't need your animated remakes. We don't need you burning a series into the ground. Now, this movie, I get why you did this movie. People have been clamoring for this movie since 1993. People wanted this movie. They begged for this movie. And the fact that your three main leads wanted to do this movie, I am not upset that you did this. I was absolutely stoked when I found out that you were actually doing this. And I was absolutely stoked that you decided to go this route because y'all do know that this movie could have been a hell of a lot different.
Yeah.
There was talk about just, instead of doing a Hocus Pocus 2, revamping it, doing a remake.
Oh, that'd been sad. It didn't need remade.
They wanted to remake it. Okay. I need to be very careful on how I word this. I am all about diversity and people being able to see themselves in things that we see today. But when your sole purpose of remaking something is just because, well, we need to do it, we need to do it now as diversity.
Yeah.
I don't agree with that. I'd rather see diversity in something new, something fresh,
Right.
you know. And Disney has this issue right now where they're literally just they put out a thing that they were going to remake Hocus Pocus 2, and they wanted to change. These three were not. They wanted it was going to be the exact same movie, almost word for word, same plot, Zachary Binks, whole nine yards. But they wanted it. But they wanted to remake it more diverse. I'm
Yeah.
glad that they didn't do it that way. I'm glad that they decided, instead of doing it that way, let's do a Hocus Pocus 2, and the diversity will come from the new characters.
Yeah. Next generation.
That
Right.
right, that's different. It's kind of like one of my favorite movies of all time. I know people don't like it, and people have been complaining about it lately, but I love Grease. I
Sure.
like the movie Grease. I really love the movie Grease. I was even in the stage production of Grease. I played Rizzo. I like
Nice.
Grease. She wanted to be in it, but she was busy. She couldn't make it. She was supposed to do a cameo. Thora Birch, she was going to do a cameo, but she couldn't make it to do her cameo. I actually saw an interview about that with her, and I'm glad they stuck with the three originals too. Um, what I would, but what was I going to say? So they
Great.
decided that they're going to do a new Grease movie. Okay, cool. It's a prequel. Why? Because we need to fix the original Grease So we're going to make a Grease movie. Now, remember, Grease took place in the 60s, right?
Yeah.
For Greasers. This is going to take place in the 50s. And it's going to have a diverse cast in the 50s.
Yeah, that's just not even historically accurate. Right.
I'm like, do you know what was happening in the 50s? Just a question. Who picked me? I'm like, I got a better idea. How about you make another sequel? Since most people don't like Grease 2, I do, but most people don't like Grease 2. And make a sequel in modern times.
Yeah.
Where you can have your diverse cast, and then you can do things like work on the whole bullying thing, because in the 50s, they're going to have to bully the nerds. That's what they did.
Right.
Here, you're not supposed to be bullying people anymore. And make it modern, make it new, make it a sequel,
Make it
make
relevant.
it fresh. Yeah, I'm not kidding. The whole premise was that they were looking for a lead African American female to be the person who started the Pink Ladies and have an it's not segregated, it's integrated.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
Integration.
Integrated school in the 1950s with interracial relationships and everything, and say that that's the norm.
Yeah. Yeah. If anything, that's kind of like, I feel like making a little bit of a mockery of history. Like, that's not people's struggle. You're taking away the struggle that people went through by saying that this
Exactly.
was allowable or acceptable or whatever culturally. I don't know. It's weird.
They can't come up with anything new.
Yeah.
And Cassie kind of hit on it. There's something with today's day and age with Hollywood and everything that they have to hide the history,
Yeah.
which makes no sense.
Yeah.
You don't
We'd get into a
hide
whole
your
political
history.
world.
You don't hide your history. You learn. Why do we fall, Mr. Wayne? So we can get back up and learn what the reason why we fell in the first place. We have to pick ourselves back up and do better.
Yep.
You don't forget. You learn and you grow. And in all honesty, exactly. Learning from our mistakes and growing teaches us more acceptance, makes us better people. And I think that these should be the stories that people need to be seeing nowadays.
Well, it opens up conversations. Like, if a kid watches Grease and it's like, well, why aren't there any black people? Well, this is why. Because there was a time in our history that we were idiots
Yeah,
and still are. Well,
you know,
on that note, I'm very, very hungry. So
I
I'm
know
going
you're
to.
very, very hungry, and we are going to call it tonight. And of course, as always, I want to thank everybody. Jessica, I've missed you and I love you. And I hope that everybody in your family is doing well, and give them hugs and kisses for me. Mwah. And to everybody else that joined us tonight, I hope that, if you haven't seen it, you give it a try. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. Just remember that it is what it is. It isn't what it isn't, but it's just for entertainment value. So enjoy it. And Cassie, thank you for always being here for me. I appreciate you. And if you can and if you, well, honey, I'm here most of the times, whether it's podcasting or gaming, you'll hear me. So I miss you and I love you so much, Jess. I really do. And Cassie, I love you. And make sure that the little one gets some sleep. She hasn't been sleeping well lately.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I don't know what to do for it.
speaking of, mine's asleep. Yay. On that note, guys, don't forget if you want some more AGP, we're on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Reddit, and of course YouTube. And we will see you all tomorrow night at around 8:30. I have to work out what time we're gonna start for some Halloween spooktacular fun in Phasmophobia.
Phasmo.
Bye, Jess.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.